If you ask how katham, you will get a katha. Nothing more. If you see the Upanishads, they're all what questions? Electrical activity, how does it become color for me? How does it become sound for me? Experience. If you have to know what is experience, so your entire experience has to intensify. That is the only way. Thinking cannot help you anymore. Thinking can help you only with things you have already experienced. See, that is one mistake people usually commit when they approach spirituality. See, I wrote about two kinds of questions in the book. When you ask a question, you can ask how or you can ask what. If you ask how in Sanskrit means katham. If you ask how katham, you will get a katha. Nothing more. But if you ask what, it's a more direct question. What is this? What is this means you want a more deeper experience. That's why you're asking what is it. If you see the Upanishads, they're all what questions. There is an Upanishad called Kena Upanishad. From what is everything arising? From what? Then there are statements saying, knowing what can I know everything. So knowing what was always important for them. Because intuitively they know how will not satisfy me. You will give me some theory, then what? What to do with that explanation? What is a direct question? If you ask what, finally it has necessarily come to a dead end. If you ask what is this, I have to explain this in terms of something else.
Okay.
If you ask what that is, I have to explain that in terms of this. Finally, it will come to a mutual thing. Science comes to that. If you ask what is energy, there is no answer to it. It's just there, basic entity. So eventually you will come to few entities which are mutually defined and you cannot go further. You can only give definition, mutual definition. What is energy? Energy means that which produces work. What is work? Work is that which is produced by energy. You can only do mutual. So when you ask what, it will finally come to a dead end. If you ask what is experience, you cannot answer it with your theories, your neuroscience theories. You will have explanation, but you will still not know what is experience. If you have to know what is experience, so your entire experience has to intensify. That is the only way. The simple question which helped me is that you are seeing so many things, colors and whatever. So this color, if you want to explain using your neuroscience, to begin with physics and then neuroscience. So these light rays are hitting my eyes. In the eyes, it will get converted into electrical signals. Those electrical signals will go to the brain, and in the brain, neural patterns will fire, again some electrical activity. In neuroscience, that is all you can say. How does that electrical activity become brown for me? There is no answer to that. It's not that there is no answer to that. It cannot be answered logically. You will very clearly see this is the end.
Okay.
Electrical activity, how does it become color for me? How does it become sound for me? Experience. And neuroscience will just come the electrical activity. If you open the brain and see, you won't see colors, you won't see anything there. It is just a dark, silent box. This skull is a very dark, silent box. And inside that, the whole vivid world is happening. All sounds, all colors, everything. It's happening. A phenomenon is already happening. And you won't be able to explain it using logic. Now, this is a dead end of logic. Logic cannot help you. Thinking cannot help you. Which means you cannot ask somebody else. See, if logic itself has failed, that means somebody else can help you.
Okay.
But the process is already happening. Now, the only option you have left is to observe it keenly. Japa, they say japa. Today it has become something else. But when you do japa, one of the primary ways of doing japa is you utter a sound and you observe from where is this sound coming, from where is this originating. It is to bring all your attention upon yourself. So you come to the dead end of logic, and only then the only thing you are left with is attention. You can only pay attention. thinking cannot help you anymore. Thinking can help you only with things you have already experienced. It cannot be permutation combinations, it can do.
Okay.
If you want to break the barrier of your present experience and go beyond, you have to be in a state of question, a state of inquiry. See, that is one mistake people usually commit when they approach spirituality. They come to spirituality because they have a question. And they think that they are coming to spirituality to get answers. But actually, they are coming to spirituality to intensify the question.
Okay.
If you read all our Upanishads, they are all about questions. They are methodologies with which you can inquire, use your intellect, inquire, and deepen the question. Finally, it's only a state of question that can lead you to something more. See, an answer cannot lead you to something more. If I give you an answer now,
I know.
it will be words. And words, for you, those words can only refer back to what you have already experienced. Knowledge or answers can only refer back to what is already in your experience. So when you saturate that, and when you come to the edge of your knowledge field, you come to a state of question, only then you can break that barrier of knowledge and go beyond it.
Okay.
So whatever we call as Jnana Yoga, basically Jnana Yoga process, is to intensify the question, systematic. You will come to the edge of the rim of your field of knowledge. You will stay there with the question, something more will happen. It is only to intensify the question. It is not, answers cannot lead you anywhere. Answers will keep you within that field, wherever you already are.
Okay.